it made the right noise. All right. So I said that we were going to talk about the mechanism of injury from falls, but we're actually going to talk about the mechanism of injury from different types of automobile accidents. Okay? So when we talk about automobile accidents, or car accidents, or whatever, however you want to refer to it, there's essentially 4 different types of accidents. What's the first type?
Car versus car.
Okay, car versus car. Great. What's the type of car accident that you've heard about?
Frontal crash?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Front crash?
Yeah,
Crash?
front crash, so, or head-on collision. Okay, so head-on is also called frontal. Okay, and you guys are going to love my cars, I know you are.
Beautiful.
Okay, I know it's a beautiful car, I told you you were going to love it. Alright, it's a head-on collision. Let's think about what happens to the body when we have a head-on collision.
Your body goes forward.
Body goes forward.
You may hit the steering wheel or the windshield or dash.
Okay, what else might happen?
Seatbelt stops you.
The seatbelt might stop you.
The airbag could
Your
smack you in
airbag
the
might
face.
deploy.
Most likely will.
What else?
Your knees are going to hit the dash.
Your
underneath.
knees might hit the dash. If you don't have your seatbelt on appropriately, you might slide underneath the dash. True? Okay, so our body is going forward. So when we're facing forward and we hit something while we're going forward, our body moves forward. What happens then?
Jolt that.
Then you go backwards, right? Okay, so that collision, I have them backwards. The book says that the accident itself is an impact, and then the collisions are what I called impacts earlier. Okay? So that, whatever, the first time you go forward, and you're going to go back, what's going to happen to your head and your neck?
You're going to whip around.
We've all been there. We've all done it on roller coasters. Well,
Didn't get whiplash on roller coasters.
okay, so that's what happens in a frontal collision. What's the next type?
T-bone.
A T-bone, or what?
Side impact.
Okay, this is not a great drawing of a car. I have a hard time drawing a car from the side. So we're going to try and draw it from the top, and you guys are going to laugh. It's a car. It's a car. Okay, this car is going to run into the side of that car. What's going to happen to the person in that car?
Hit the windshield.
What's going to happen first?
The impact of the car is going to hit the person.
Okay, so their body first, when we were going frontal, our body moved toward the point of impact. What's going to happen here?
Yeah, jolt the other way.
Do you think?
Their head's going to hit the window.
Yep, because our body's going to move toward the point of impact. Okay? So our body's going to move toward the point of impact, and then it's going to be thrown the other direction. Fair? All right, what's another type of collision?
Rear end.
Rear end collision. Okay. My cars are getting worse and worse and worse. This is a Chevy Cruze.
This doesn't really look like
And then we have a little Yaris.
That's Cassie's car.
Yep. And hers is a little hatchback, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad when a Yaris is oversized by a Cruise. Just saying. Okay. So what's going to happen to the person in this car?
Pushed into the seat.
Yeah, because they're going to go back toward the point of the collision, right? What about this car? They're going to go forward. We have two different mechanisms of injury here. Are we going to see the same thing in our patients?
No.
Guess what? This guy, unless he ran into the side of this really awkward car here as well, right? This guy didn't have an airbag deploy on him. Did this guy?
Yeah.
Probably. Probably. So, we have two different mechanisms of injury from the same collision. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the last type of collision that we talk about?
Rollover.
Rollover. Oh, I guess there's two more.
Or
right?
a rotational crash.
We have a rollover and a rotational. Okay, I can't draw a car rolling over. You're just going to have to imagine.
Go
it.
like that.
That's my car rolling over. Can't draw one. But what I can do is I can show you a video. If my TV turns on. From some I wish I could remember because I can't remember what police department it is right now. Ah, look at that. It is Louisiana. Found it on my first try. Did that turn on?
No signal.
No signal yet.
Why don't you just turn your computer?
Is your source set right?
Bet that I had people in my classroom on Saturday. The CNA class was in here making things up. So I bet they switched whatever my input is, but I don't know how to fix it.
Let me see the remote.
I'm trying here.
Go to HDMI 1 and see what happens.
Whoops. Is that what I wanted? I don't even know where I'm at. Oh, that looks like computer, right? Should be computer.
Component.
Component.
Yeah. Like 3 cables.
I think I'm on HDMI 1. Actually, if I look at the back of the TV, it says HDMI best.
There you go.
Woo! That makes me very excited. Can you point this toward that? I'll try to link it on our YouTube channel, but I don't know if it'll work or not. And I'm going to mirror the screen instead of display settings. Whoa, what do I have 3? Duplicate desktop on 1 and 3. Apply.
You got it.
Got it. Keep changes. Okay, so here we go.
You see right here, the dummy is actually wearing the seatbelt. I'm going to tell you he's wearing it properly. He's wearing exactly how he needs to be wearing it. And this simulates a rollover at about 40 miles an hour. Okay? It's not a high-speed rollover, but it doesn't take much. And that actually to roll a vehicle over. Okay? Vehicle runs off the road, goes into a side skid, and something causes the vehicle to trip over, and he's wearing a seatbelt properly. As you can see, vehicle rolls over, and the dummy lands upside down, and it becomes a rest on the roof, and he's wearing a seatbelt. He's going to stay in his vehicle exactly how it needs to be. That way he can unbuckle himself and crawl out to safety. The seatbelt works. All right, my next demonstration.
Now, if a vehicle rolls over and it lands on its roof, that roof is not going to be intact, right? It's going to be crushed. So the likelihood of him being able to unbuckle himself and crawl out to safety, not real high. However, he did stay in place in the car. there were very little collisions of his body to the inside of the vehicle because he stayed where he belonged, right? Okay.
It's going to be what happens. A lot of times, our troopers and law enforcement partners across the state stop people for not wearing their seatbelt, but in actuality, they may be wearing their seatbelt. And some of the excuses we get is that, oh, well, I had it on my arm, or I had it behind my back. So one of the things that I'm going to show you is what happens to a dummy or to a person when we get those type of excuses, and that's what they're actually doing. So I'm going to take the seatbelt and actually put it behind his back. That's when we get crashes that are involved with partial ejection and people partially get thrown out of the vehicle. So, alright, same thing. Vehicle overturns and he's got his seatbelt behind his back. Now he's got his lap portion on, but his front's not on.
See his arm flopping around out there?
So the vehicle rolls over and comes to rest upside down. It's clear to see that you see us in this particular situation, and every time is different. But this particular situation shows that his head and arms are hanging outside of the vehicle, which in the final demonstration is going to be shown with when a passenger or driver of the vehicle doesn't wear a seatbelt at all, simulating a 40-mile-an-hour crash. But we got to remember, when we get out on the highway, we're driving, people driving 50, 60, 70, and exceeding the speed limit even beyond that. So a lot of these ejections when a vehicle rolls over are a lot more violent. The reason we bring these simulations into the schools is because visualization is everything. We can get into the schools and we can talk to these children and adults and teachers. And we
All right. So I can't draw a rollover. I can show you a rollover much, much easier than I can draw or demonstrate a rollover. Right? Right.
Well done. Yay, YouTube.
Yeah, gotta love YouTube. I will try and link to this video on our YouTube page that I put our lectures on. I don't know if I'll be able to or not, but I'll try it. I'll try and see if I can figure out how to do that. Okay. So that's a rollover. And then we have a rotational, which a rollover is a type of rotational. I don't know where my marker went, because the lid's right there. Is it on top of my book?
No.
No? Oh, it's sitting right there too. Okay, so the other type that we have is a rotational. Now, let's imagine that, how many of you have kids? Do you guys have kids? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, everybody has kids. Good. Let's imagine that your kids are old enough to drive. And West Ada has decided that after 6 snow days, there's no possible way that they can afford to have another snow day. And tomorrow morning, it's icy as hell. It's already icy out there, right? Icy as hell, yes, that's the phrase I used. Icy as Antarctica. Is that better? Okay. Icy as whatever. Imagine really icy. Okay? And your kids are driving to school and they're doing such a good job on the way to school and they're being so calm and so patient and you're so proud of the way they're driving, even though you're sitting on the passenger side and you're scared to death because you're 20-month-old, 22-month-old, your teacher just made them 16 in the blink of an eye. Okay? So you're scared to death and you think they haven't had enough time to mature and they shouldn't be driving yet. And you're driving along and they pull into the school parking lot out here. Did you guys drive through that great big puddle there? Huge puddle. Guess what? That's going to be ice in the morning. Our parking lot out front here, I don't remember if you guys have been out there or not, but it's essentially just a wide open lot. There's a couple of spaces where there's berms, curbs, right? But for the most part, it's a wide open lot. And so your kid, who has been so calm and patient and such a good driver, you say, you know what, you did such a good job, there's nobody else here. Let's go out to that parking lot and I'll teach you how to burn cookies in the in the parking lot, because there's nobody here yet. Right?
Doing donuts.
So, what's that?
Doing donuts.
Okay.
Burn cookies.
I'm going to be blowing cookies if my kid does that. Okay? So, we're out there, and you're out there with your kid, and you're teaching him, and all of a sudden you think, that would be a really good idea for me to pull on the e-brake right about now. And so you do, but you didn't realize that your child was way, way, way too close to one of those curbs. So as your car is spinning, the back of your car goes smacks right into one of those curbs. What happens to the people who are in the car?
Where's the beef?
Yeah,
You jolted.
toward the car, back, what, you don't really know, right? So let's say that, even worse, another car was doing donuts, cookies, whatever, in the same parking lot at the same time. You guys were doing such a good job avoiding them, but when you pulled on the e-brake, you caused another collision. So you pounded into the curb, and it caused your vehicle, because it's so slippery out there, caused your vehicle to bounce back. Right? Then, the other car that's doing cookies, hit the back of your car. So the back of your car went bam, bam, bam. What happens to the person inside the car?
Their body does that too.
Their body goes opposite of that, right? Because it moves toward the impact first.
Well, it's different from that.
What happens to the two people who are sitting right next to each other?
Smack
Collide
each
with
other.
They're going to smack each other. Okay? So, the vehicle that hit the curb, bounced back, hit the car, bounced back, hit the curb again, you have 3 separate collisions there, right? Mechanism of injury for that you should have a higher index of suspicion that an injury was caused in those 3 collisions. They all happened so fast that you didn't have time to release the e-brake, right? So when it's all over, you're sitting there going, kid, I'm so sorry. The person who hit you, the car that hit you, they had 1 collision. 2 different mechanisms of injury. Okay. We have frontal collisions, we have side impacts, we have rear collisions, we have rollover collisions, we have rotational collisions. Guess what we're going to do?
Head on.
We're going to make ourselves crash. Okay? All right. Go ahead and turn that off. Let's push